I think it's one of those things where I've had a successful career athletically, and I'm so proud of that. But it's bigger than that for me. I want to be known as a good teammate as well and a good person. And I think on and off the court, it's important to remember that the connections you made are the most important aspects of college. I've had an amazing 4 years at Ursinus in general. It's been the best 4 years of my life.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to an episode of the Centennial Conference Corner. My name is Amber Thomas, and today I'm joined by Chinwe Irondi, senior Ursinus women's basketball player. How are you doing today, Chinwe?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. How are you doing?
Good. I appreciate you hopping on. So, looking at your career at Ursinus, three-time first team all conference, Centennial Conference Rookie of the Year in 2022. Last year led the league in points per game, and rebounds per game. It's clear you've made a huge impact. How do you feel when you hear those accomplishments listed out?
I guess just grateful. I'm grateful to be healthy enough to be able to play for 3 straight years without injury so far. And all of those accomplishments, they're mine, but they're not my own because I have coaches and teammates and trainers who put in so much effort and sacrifice so much for me to be able to get out there. So what we see is like the final product. So every time, I'm put, I'm given or shown all the awards, I'm always just really grateful. And I kind of give that to my teammates and I always shout them out because I wouldn't be able to do it without any of them.
I love that. So imagine my surprise. I read your City of Basketball Love interview and learned that you were actually recruited by Ursinus to play basketball. I have to know how your basketball journey started and ultimately, how did you end up becoming a Bear?
Yeah, again, I live in the DMV, so I'm pretty far from Ursinus. But my eldest sister went to Swarthmore. She ran track there. So she kind of just put the Centennial Conference on my radar, just added in a few schools, just told me to come look at it. And I guess it's like, okay, whatever. So I put Ursinus, I got accepted. I went to the tour and I absolutely loved it. I fell in love with the school. I knew this is a place I wanted to be. After I was kind of sure that I wanted to go there, I emailed the coach at the time. Her name was Coach White. Um, Sent her some film, told her I was interested in playing and I'd love to try out if she'd have me. And then once school started, I met with her again and she was very, very welcoming. She introduced me to the team, things like that. And the rest is history. So it's kind of just happenstance, but it happened and I'm glad to be here.
I have to know, senior year, what's your mindset coming into this year? How has it shaped your performance so far?
Coming into this year is kind of similar to last year, except again, it's more of I kind of want to go out with a bang. It's my last year. But the kind of the same mindset of just put my head down and work. My teammates have also come into the year with the same kind of energy. It being my last year, I know the team, we feel a need to kind of go as far as we want, as far as we can go in the playoffs. Um, and I think it feels a little different because I know that I have to kind of set up the legacy for the next few kids coming in, the sophomores. I want to make a good season so that when they come into next year, they keep that momentum. But again, it's just put my head down and work, do the same thing I've been trying to do for 3 years.
Yeah. So a couple conference games already under your belt. What can we expect from the team and from you for the remainder of the season?
Um, I think our team's extremely tough. We're pretty gritty this year. We've been putting in an insane amount of time. We're in the gym as much as we can, 6 a.m. workouts. I think our team's really tough this year. I think we're not a team that goes away quietly. So I think that's something that teams in the conference are really going to have to look out for.
Yeah. When you look back at your 4 years at Ursinus, what legacy do you hope that you'll leave behind, both on and off the court?
I think it's one of those things where I've had a successful career athletically, and I'm so proud of that. But it's bigger than that for me. I want to be known as a good teammate as well and a good person. And I think on and off the court, it's important to remember that the connections you made are the most important aspects of college. I've had an amazing 4 years at Ursinus in general. It's been the best 4 years of my life. And that's mainly because of the people I've met along the way. So just being remembered as a good teammate and a good person and a good friend, I think is one of those things I just really want to like staple at Ursinus.
I could give you a mirror and you looked in the mirror and the reflection was a young Chinwe, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I think I would want to. I think I'd want to remind her that the journey is her own, and that she doesn't have to compare herself, and to stay on the path, and it's your path, and that's what makes it so special. I think in sports, it can get really easy to start comparing yourself to other people, what other people are doing, if you made the right decision. Um, I think if I were to go back and tell myself that, I probably would have saved myself a lot of time worrying. So that's what I go with.
Now that we've tackled some of the big topics, we're going to shift gears a little bit and we're going to do the CC Corner fast break. So, rapid fire segment where you pick between two legendary players, no overthinking, just your first choice. So, are you ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Let's go. Sue Bird or Diana Taurasi?
Taurasi.
Candace Parker, Tamika Catchings?
Parker.
Bree Stewart or Maya Moore?
Oh, Moore.
Cheryl Swoops or Lisa Leslie?
Lisa Leslie.
Asia Wilson or Sylvia Fowles?
Wilson. I'm going to go with Wilson.
All right. And there you have it. Chinwe, thank you so much for taking some time out to speak with me today and being our first interview of 2025.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Everyone, you can catch another episode of the Centennial Conference Corner on our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Centennial Conf or on our YouTube at Centennial Conference. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.